everything now is with a cable machine or f***ing rope. Okay, like no one is just going over to the dumbbells and the barbells and showing exercises because everything just looks so much cooler when you're doing it on a cable machine.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
I'm gonna warn you guys, this video might hurt your soul like real deep down, okay? But if I have to suffer through it, so do you. I recently came across this channel by this guy, TroyJFitness, right? This is his Instagram page. I did a short a couple days ago I posted. You guys probably saw it, where I found a video of his where he was talking about doing biceps and back on the same day. Let me just play it real quick for you guys to refresh your memory, but I just want you to keep in mind as you watch it that this is a guy with 681,000 followers, okay? Whether they're real or not, we don't know. You can buy followers for like 10 bucks. I'm not saying he did, but it's really cheap and easy to do. Followers, views, likes, comments, all that shit. It's very, very, very easy to do. And he's the #1 body transformation coach, okay? And this is, so people come here who know nothing about fitness, because obviously he's targeting newbies, right, who want to learn and buy his products. People who know absolutely nothing about fitness are coming to this page, and these are the kinds of videos that they're watching and learning from, okay? So let me just play this for you if you didn't watch it before.
Stop training biceps and back on the same day. If you're struggling to get good results in the gym, most people will train back with 2 to 3 exercises, which all involve your bicep being worked as a secondary muscle, which means when you move on to training biceps at the end of the workout, you're noticing early muscle fatigue. So instead, do this. Train back day with triceps and chest day with biceps.
Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with training like this. I've done programs in the past where I train chest and biceps and back and tricep, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But if you know absolutely nothing about fitness, and this is the first video you come across, you're going to believe what he said because what he says makes sense. Yeah, my biceps are getting fatigued when I'm training my back because biceps are a secondary mover in all my back movements. And so no wonder why my biceps aren't growing. I would also argue when you're a beginner, you don't really have the mind-muscle connection to try to take out as much of your biceps as possible when training your back. So that's also a limiting factor. But the biggest limiting factor that he should be teaching in this video that people are watching, commenting on, is that if a muscle group isn't growing, it's more likely because it needs to be targeted more than once a week, right? Like for me, for example, right now, I've never really been good with shoulders. In fact, the exercise I hate the most is the shoulder press. I hate doing shoulder presses, okay? The exercise I love the most is overhead tricep extension, other known as a power bomb, which is why you guys see me do it all the time. Hate shoulder press, but I'm really trying to grow my shoulders, so what I'm doing is I'm training them twice a week, right? And sometimes 3 times a week. I hit my shoulders 3 times last week. I've been doing shoulders and traps. But if you want to see growth on a body part that just isn't growing, the goal isn't to throw more sets, reps, and exercises on that one day you're training it. The goal should be to have a second day where you're also targeting that muscle group so you're getting multiple growth periods throughout the week. But unfortunately, this video doesn't say that. It just says, oh, it's because you're training them on the same day as your back. But then in this video, this is why you're skinny fat, we get a different answer. So let's watch this one.
This is the one reason you're skinny fat, is because you're probably doing chest day, arm day, and back day. You have 5 days to train, but you're only training each muscle group once per week. Instead, do what I do. Day 1 is chest and triceps. Day 2 is back and biceps.
Whoa! Didn't he just say the opposite?
Day 3 is legs. Day 4 is the entire of your upper body. And day 5 is your lower body again, which means you hit every single muscle group twice per week, leading to extra gains. If you want to find out the...
And see, like this video is great. Troy did a great job in this video. But Troy also is trying to sell programs and get clients, as you'll see from the end of this video.
Exercises that I do on these days, comment below 5 day and I'll send it over to you for free.
And that's a really smart tactic. The marketing is genius. But if your ultimate goal is to help people who know nothing about fitness, this video is very misleading. And there's a lot of other videos he has that are very misleading, which we're going to go over here in a second. But I just want to say one thing really quick. A lot of you guys were coming back to the channel after I did all the Jeff Nippert stuff and Greg and Hussein, and you were saying, you know, hey, I'm so happy you're back. I want to see more educational content. And I have been posting educational content. In fact, I've continued to post educational content. But the YouTube algorithm, it don't care about educational content, the YouTube algorithm is saying, bring me the drama, baby. That's why every single video I did on the natty situation has like 50,000 to 90,000 views. And then the video that I posted yesterday on how to do a low to high cable fly for my Golden Rules series only has 3.1 thousand views in one day, right? And it's a really good video. I keep these videos super short. It's all about getting right to the point. So they're all less than 3 minutes. So if you guys can do me a favor, go to this video. I'll post a link down in the info section below. Drop a like. And I know most of you guys already know how to do these exercises. Most of you probably don't need a refresher. But based on what I'm seeing across YouTube Fitness, Instagram, and TikTok, a lot of people out there need to know where to go to get the right information. So we can easily pump up the algorithm on these types of videos. If you guys, when you see it, be like, I already know how to do a low to high cable fly, but I'm going to go to the video, I'm going to drop a like, and I'm going to leave a comment that says, for my future gym bros, or for the algo, right? Or for the newbie gym lifter. Just something to spark the algorithm to move forward, because this is the kind of content I love creating. You guys know on my channel, this is my channel homepage. If you scroll down, I have playlists for all of my how-to videos. I have like over 500. They do get views over time, and that's the difference, right? With educational content, you get views over time versus the immediate views that drama videos get. So like, look, lat pull down, 4.3 million views, 31K views 3 months ago. The exercise I hate. Looks like everybody else hates it too. 14K views, right? But these videos, they do acquire views over time because people are always trying to learn how to do exercises. So it'll really help me out if you guys can just go drop a like and a comment over there. But let's jump back to our boy over here real quick, because he has some other bangers that I want to play for you guys. Oh, man. Stop doing side raises if you want to grow your shoulders. It's like, stop doing side raises if you want to grow. What's wrong with a side raise? What's wrong with it? I do side raises every shoulder workout. There's nothing wrong with a side raise.
Side raises if you want to get big shoulders. The shoulder has 3 heads, the front, side, and the rear. And you can grow all of these with just dumbbells. For the front, you can do shoulder press.
Okay, so right out of the gate, it's a very fast video. The shoulder press hits all 3 heads. And if you do it standing, it'll actually recruit a lot more rear delts when you do the exercise standing. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. I did a versus series video with all kinds of scientific studies and everything on seated shoulder press versus standing. I'll link to that below if you guys want to watch it. But anyways, let's keep moving.
If you want extra tension, you can even do front raises.
What does that even mean? Extra tension, do front raises. Like, you're comparing a front raise to a shoulder press. Like, come on.
For your side, do side raises. And
even though he said stop doing side raises if you want to grow your shoulders, now he's saying to do it.
Hit the most important, which is the rear. Slightly bend over and do the rear delt flies this way.
And see, like, there would be nothing wrong with this video. It's just how the information is presented. And you have to understand with educational videos like this. Like, okay, this video is not made for me. And I'm sure it's not made for most of you. It's made for someone who doesn't know what they're doing, because he's obviously trying to sell something with these videos. He's trying to get you to sign up for his website, sign up for his email list, buy one of his programs. So if you're leading people forward with information that's like kind of good, kind of misinformation, I feel like you're doing more of a disservice. Here's another one. This one, and you see a lot of this because a lot of what fitness has become is what looks good and sexy on camera, right? You're also gonna notice with a lot of guys when they post fitness content and they're educating, everything now is with a cable machine or f***ing rope. Okay, like no one is just going over to the dumbbells and the barbells and showing exercises, because everything just looks so much cooler when you're doing it on a cable machine. And we'll talk more about that in a second.
Doing dumbbell side raises. If you want.
And there's nothing wrong with cable machines, but I'm just saying it's just the go-to for every goddamn video is a fucking cable machine. What happened to just lifting some heavy-ass weight with barbells and dumbbells, right? Comment heavy-ass weight below.
I'm gonna start filling out your t-shirts. Most people have no idea how to control the force. So a better exercise and a quick fix is this. Attach the cuff onto the cable. Bring it down to hip height. Place the cuff up until the start of your forearm. Take 1 step away. Now drive your elbow up to the...
This exercise already has like 100 more steps. than if he would just taught you how to do the dumbbell lateral raise the correct way, which you can do in literally 2 form cues, right? And this person over here, dude, it feels silly to suggest weird moves like this to people who can't even do the classic and best ones. And that's the exact point. But this is the kind of videos that gets views, that gets traction because it looks cool, right? Doing the same traditional exercises over and over and over again with progressive overload doesn't look cool, and it's not going to get you a lot of views on social media because it's the same exercises over and over again with progressive overload. A lot of people on fitness, guys, like if you think all these new workouts that your favorite fitness influencers are posting every single day is what they're doing to get in shape, you're out of your mind. Most of these fitness influencers, and when I say most, I'll probably say 99.9%, they already made their gains doing the traditional tried and true workouts that have always worked with the basic exercises, lifting heavy ass weight. And then the videos that you see are once they're done doing the workout that works and they have a nice pump, they go film some bullshit to edit and show to you. That's how the system works if you haven't figured it out yet. Like, someone should just clip that part of this video and post it because that is literally the system that you guys are falling victim to. Check out this video.
Tricep pushdowns and single arm tricep pushdowns. So the same fucking exercise. And instead you need
Okay, which is basically true, right? Also, I never use the rope for tricep pushdowns. There's no point. Get a bar or a V-bar and go as heavy as you can.
to hit your triceps in multiple ranges. The tricep has
Doing this with your wrist, okay? The triceps extend the elbow joint. So doing this with your wrist doesn't do anything extra for your triceps, okay?
3 heads.
And don't clip this.
And you need to hit all of them if you want to look big. So stick with the unilateral tricep pushdown, but also do it when standing away from the cable, like this. And for a tricep finisher, you can do just body.
Since when has a tricep dip been like put baby in the corner? The tricep dip is your finisher, not the exercise you should start with, lifting the most amount of weight as humanly fucking possible to hit your triceps as hard as possible with one of the best exercises to grow your triceps. Nah, bro. The tricep dip, that's your finisher once you've already trained your triceps as hard as you can and you don't have as much energy left. Now, I've put tricep bench dips in videos before, okay? Maybe as a part of a fun superset or something like that, or if you're circuit training, right? More for like a cardio type workout, tricep dips on a bench are really good. Everybody can do them. But if you're trying to grow your triceps, okay? If you're trying to grow any muscle group, you got to lift heavy ass weight with progressive overload. That is how you grow, and you train those muscle groups hopefully a couple times a week if you can, especially if they're lagging. Now, if I'm going to tell you, hey man, you want to grow big triceps, here's what you should do. The first thing I'm going to do is not send you to the goddamn cable machine, okay? I'm going to send you to the tricep dip station. If you can't do dips on your own, I'm going to show you how to do jumping negatives. I'm going to show you how to do it with a band to displace your weight, or I'm going to direct you over to the assisted pull-up machine because you can actually do dips there as well. And if you still can't do dips yet and we're not quite there, I'm going to bring your ass over to the dumbbell section and I'm going to show you how to do skull crushers. I'm going to show you how to do a heavy-ass overhead tricep extension with 2 hands, okay? These are the things I'm going to show you because that's going to get you to progress further. It's going to help you lift heavier. And then once we've done doing the heavier lifts with the most weight, then we'll mosey on over to the cable machine. And if we want to do some push downs, some reverse pull downs, some single arm extensions, great. But we're not doing that first, okay? Because it just doesn't make any sense. Now, this video is also fun.
The reason you've got saggy ass man boobs is
I do like his tactic. Like, he's kind of like me where he just talks shit. I do like that. I do like that. And guys, he does have some videos that are good, but unfortunately, in order to get views and content every day, you have to put out a lot of content, which means sometimes you're going to get videos that aren't so good. And from what I've seen on his page, I don't know if I'd say 50-50 good and bad. I feel like the bad is a little higher, but anyways, let's just watch.
because you've been spamming chest press every single workout, expecting to change everything. Doing this is fine in order to hit the mid chest.
So you hit the entire chest. No matter what press you are doing, okay, you are activating the entire chest. Whether you're doing flat, incline, decline, the entire chest is being activated. I would argue that when you do a flat chest press like this, and again, here's an example. He's on the machine because you're sitting upright and it's so much easier to film vertically on a machine versus filming angled down on a flat bench press. Like that's literally, if you guys don't know this yet, and now that I say this, you're gonna probably pay attention. Look at a lot of the content that fitness influencers are putting out. You'll notice that it's shit that's just way easier to film vertically. You don't see a lot of like flat stuff being filmed, especially in stuff like this when you want to make it jumpy. And it's for that reason. It's just easier to film. It's easier to film on a cable machine. It's easier to film on a Cybex chest press machine than it is laying down doing a bench press. The bar is so long. Or laying down doing a dumbbell press because you're horizontal and it needs to be vertical and you want to fill up the whole frame, right? So it's a lot easier to do it on a machine. And again, there's nothing wrong with doing things on a machine, but just because it's a machine, it's still the same path. Your hands are still moving in the same path if you were barbell pressing or dumbbell pressing, so you're still targeting the whole chest. But when you do incline, there's more emphasis on the upper portion of the pectorals, and when you do decline, there's more emphasis on the lower part of the pectoral, but you're still activating the entire pectoralis major, okay? Let's play.
But if you actually want to change, do this. Switch over to a machine that allows your chest to be trained at a slight incline. Keep your hands at shoulder width apart and drive them up to the roof and squeeze. And at the end of your session, add in the chest fly machine to finish. That's to build a muscle, but if you wanted to lose that stubborn...
Again, like, it's just kind of like words. Just words came out for this video. I don't really like that video. This one's actually kind of funny too. It's the same thing. And you'll notice on his page, it's a lot of the same machine. It's just it's easy content to film because the goal is to get views and signups. It's not really, I'm not really here to educate you on proper form of everything.
Doing the chest press machine like this, unless you want little saggy man tits forever. Having your own...
Comment saggy man tits down below, guys. I do, Troy, you are funny. I do think you're a funny guy. We would be friends. I know I'm shitting on you right now, but I'm sure we'd get along, and that'd be fun.
Elbows flared up like this isn't gonna help, but having them tucked like this is.
That's a great tip. Bring those elbows down. Keep them in line with the bar path.
Having your hands really wide like this isn't gonna help, but having them shoulder width apart will.
Now, yeah, more shoulder width, but your hands aren't getting more shoulder width just because you're bringing your hands in. Your hands are getting more shoulder width because you're supposed to retract your scapula and depress your scapula, called packing your shoulders, in order to take as much of the movement out of your shoulders as possible and bring it all into your chest. So you missed a key point there, but that, I guess, is harder to teach. I don't know, like, why you wouldn't say that. I don't know.
Leaning into the exercise.
I've never seen someone do that, by the way.
Like this won't help. Instead, keeping your chest high and a slight arch will. Also,
but it's chest high with a slight arch with your shoulders packed is the missing component there.
Stop banging the weight up at the end in order to get it back up and create momentum. Control it all the way down, hear the clink, and back up. And that's how you're gonna progress.
And yeah, like those tips are good. And I got one more video here. This one was funny.
Hard reps. And you keep...
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. This video is actually good. I'm gonna end my discussion on a good note with Troy. There was a couple videos I saw that I thought was good information. This is one of them.
And keep doing this weight every single week until you can eventually do 10 to 12 reps. And then you want to stack another weight on that bitch and go back down to 6 to 8.
Stack another weight on that bitch.
Reps. And that is a progressive overload, which is the only way that you can grow muscle.
This is the kind of stuff you should be teaching, bro. Like, this is good information. This is good information. This is the kind of stuff you should be teaching. And if you guys want more good information, and if you want to switch up your workouts, you're having a hard time finding the right exercises, or maybe you're new, maybe you're watching this video, you're new to the gym, and you just don't even know the name of the exercises you're trying to train, but you know which part of the body you want to train, and maybe you don't even know what this is called. You don't know that's called a bicep, but you want to train that part of your arm. You go to my website, link down below, you click on the bicep, you click on the chest, you click on the quads, and then you hit filter by body part, and then every single exercise I've ever created for the body parts that you selected shows up here, and then you can watch those videos and get proper form. And that's a big reason why, guys, I am redoing all of my how-to videos, because a lot of my how-to videos I did like 14, 15 years ago, and I have much better tips that I can give, and I remaster them much better. And so all of these videos are replacing what's on my site. So you're going to see a lot of new stuff there coming. But at the end of the day, guys, right, like, it's tough. The YouTube fitness game has changed so much in the last 16 years that I've been on YouTube. And a lot of what you're going to see, unfortunately, because this is a game for likes and views, and everyone's trying to fight to sell, you know, programs and things like that, it's going to get harder and harder to find the best information. And the other part of that equation is, like, and this is the whole reason why, you know, we were jumping on Jeff Nippard's throat and Hussein and Greg. This whole, like, are you really natural or not thing is really messing things up, because a lot of these guys, they start going to the gym for 3 months and they're immediately jumping on SARMs or Tren or gear or whatever. And it's happening more than you guys realize, okay? And then these kids are doing this because they want to get famous on social media. They blow up because their physiques look amazing, but their knowledge base, and not even just like how to train properly, but like even just learning how to dig through a plateau and really push your limits, you're not going to learn the foundation of how to train as hard as you possibly can if you're taking shortcuts in your first 3 or 4 months of training. It's just the way it is, and that's why there's just so much slop out there now. So anyways, guys, you know, don't give Troy too much of a hard time if you go to his channel. He does have some good content, but my guy, you know, you're saying you're the #1 body transformation coach, all right? And you have a lot of people following you. Please do me a favor and just take a little more time when you're making your content and make sure that the content you're putting out there is actually teaching people what they need to know to actually reach their goals.